Hello everyone, this is Model Gaming Show episode 49 for the week of October 28th. I'm your host, GWFawkes. I have two major topics to discuss tonight, and I want to start off with the recent controversy at BlizzCon. At the keynote speech, Blizzard ended their conference with the announcement of Diablo Immortal, a mobile game set in the Diablo universe. After a snazzy cinematic was shown and details were unveiled, fans of this series were irate. Blizzard is partnering with NetEase, a Chinese company who makes online mobile games. As fans quickly pointed out, this Diablo game looks awfully similar to Endless of God, one of NetEase's online mobile games. And while this may not be just a simple reskin, the similarities are pretty striking, and I think everyone is in agreement that this was a really bad way to end a conference. But that is where my sympathy with the fans end. Like most of the internet, this is a very vocal minority spouting nonsense and acting extremely entitled. Blizzard doesn't owe us anything, and all they're trying to do is make money. You are just a number to them, nothing more. This is the very company that popularized loot boxes. So I'm not really sure where all this outrage is coming from. Mobile games can be very lucrative, and if Blizzard can make money on mobile, why wouldn't they? They made Diablo work on a console. So why the hell can't they make it work on a phone? Give it a chance, and if it sucks, then don't play it. This can easily be avoided, and I don't get the outrage. The thing that really upsets me is that Blizzard has said Diablo 4 is way far off, so don't expect it anytime soon. Yet fans still expected it to close BlizzCon, and when it didn't show up, Diablo Immortal became the scapegoat. I'm positive this will be out of the public consciousness in less than a week. It is that much of a non-story. This week was also the last Nintendo Direct for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which comes out in just over 1 month on December 8th. While it was over 40 minutes, and there was a Treehouse Live event afterwards, it still felt underwhelming. Incineroar from Pokemon and Ken as an echo of Ryu were the final two fighters, and Piranha Plant as a weird bonus fighter that you only get if you pre-order the game from Nintendo shows up. Spirits Mode was announced, which sets up unique scenarios versus the computer. Honestly, that was really confusing, and it tied into the newly announced Adventure Mode, which looked pretty cool, and takes a page from Subspace Emissary Mode. You start off as Kirby and seem to fight against evil versions of the rest of the cast. It looks great. There's going to be new Fighters Pass for $24.99 or $5.99 for each, a total of 5 new fighters with accompanying stages and music. These are all going to be out no later than February 2019. There's no longer going to be any trophies. Who cares? They just were there and didn't serve any purpose. Overall, Nintendo spent a lot of time on uninteresting technical aspects and Spirits Mode, which seems like something you play for 5 minutes and then never touch again. They could have trimmed about half the runtime of this to make it a lot more interesting and just cut the fat. Regardless of the quality of the last 2 Directs, I'm still really excited for this game. It's going to be amazing. It's absolutely a day one purchase for me, and I'm sure a lot of you. It's going to be great. Continuing on with Nintendo, they released sales figures again. Just going to go over some top Switch games. No reason to go over on the older consoles. These units are all in units of millions, right? So Super Mario Odyssey at 12.17, Mario Kart 8 11.71, Zelda 10.28, Splatoon 2 7.47. Then a huge drop off for Nintendo 1-2 Switch with 2.64. It's encouraging to see Mario Tennis Aces and Kirby above 2 million and Tropical Freeze at 1.67 million. Basically, Nintendo exclusives do well on Nintendo consoles, right? Finally, the PlayStation Classic lineup is seriously underwhelming. Out of a total of 20 games, I'm interested in only a handful. Final Fantasy VII, Metal Gear Solid, Jumping Flash, Rayman, and Tekken 3. I realize that licensing issues probably prevented a ton of games from being on this, but for a system with so many excellent games, it feels incomplete to only have 20. The only reasoning I can come up with is they plan on adding more games via USB or download just to make more cash. The only new release of note this week is Call of the Cthulhu, which currently has a 67 on OpenCritic. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and make sure to catch me every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for this show, and Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for all my streams. I appreciate the follow on Twitch You can also catch me on Instagram and Twitter, where I'm going to try and do a little bit better of a job of posting gameplay clips and exclusive content to let you know about what's going on with the website and my streams. So I hope you catch me there as well. That's GWFawkes. Thank you so much.